Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reaction. Once again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing. Big Lala is right here today, not to waste any of your time. Please, if you're watching for the very first time, like and subscribe, share, tell your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. We love you and appreciate every one of you. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Of course, without wasting further time, Big Lala is right here. And we have quite a very sensitive topic, but of course it's something that's bothered me for a while, and I've been thinking about it. Last week we mentioned the fact that we've not seen Mayoko in a while. He's been quiet. Of course, we went to cut his hair and everything. We thought, okay, so that is strategy. Dremo has not really been up to par. He's been doing comedy skits, doing some animations and doing series and episodes and everything. More or less drop the music right now. We don't know what's up with him.
Yeah.
Same goes for Peruzzi as well. And today we're talking about Peruzzi. Rubber Boogie, the album dropped about 4 months ago, thereabout.
Yeah.
Now looking back at that album, would you say that Peruzzi dropped a masterclass body of work?
Well, I'm pretty sure if they ask Peruzzi this question, you may not agree. The reason I said so is, if you really did drop a masterclass, you'd do everything in your power. To push it out there to make the world see, or to make Nigerians feel the quality of your work. I don't know what the deal is with DMW Artiste and the label, but they're showing a lack of planning for anybody else that's not Davido. Like they're showing a lot. It took a long time for this album to come out.
The artwork changed like twice.
Yeah, and they were kept on pushing and pushing. And finally when it came out, you've only seen just the video for Somebody's Baby.
Yeah.
And that video that we saw, it looked like it was sponsored by somebody else, by Soundbuzz.
Yeah.
Yes, it was sponsored by Soundbuzz. So are we saying if Soundbuzz wasn't available to sponsor this, there wouldn't have been a video for Somebody's Baby? Because after this drop, which was 4 months ago, we haven't seen anything else in terms of visual content from Peruzzi.
Yeah.
And that's not good enough for an album.
Yeah. Now Peruzzi, after dropping this album,
yeah,
a lot of people were surprised that how do you have a song with Tiwa Savage and it's nowhere, like literally nowhere to be found? How do you have a song with Wande Cole and it's nowhere to be found? How do you have a song with Pato Rankin and it's nowhere to be found? Shout out to Fireboy Dema. We know Salty Love dropped before
the album,
and Gunshot has always been that album. God forbid it's the only song, like only new song that we enjoyed from the album.
And it's also clear. I'm pretty sure it was clear to Peruzzi as well that God forbid was an instant favorite on Rubber Boogie.
Why didn't you shoot a video for it?
It's not even about shooting a video. Why isn't when people drop albums and you cite the first thing that this is I'm saying that people like this enough, and then you just consolidate on that and boom, drop a video to further push it.
Yeah,
it's marketing, right? God forbid, there's no way he won't say he did not notice that song was an Insta favorite.
Yeah,
and they just relax. I don't know what the deal is with them. Maybe there's no money on ground.
There's no money on ground.
Maybe there's no money on ground to shoot videos. But I seriously doubt that, or their focus isn't anywhere near this album.
Then it went really silent after this album. What is wrong with Peruzzi right now? He's been too, don't you agree? For me, I think he's been too silent.
In terms of being everywhere, in terms of the music thing, you can say he's been silent, but I think he's been getting a bit comfortable. He had a few shows that he's going to and everything. I think money they enter now, so I think he's okay at that level. But there's so much potential, there's so much greatness that can be achieved by Peruzzi, and it's just a shame that he's not taking advantage of it.
Do we attribute any of them to Davido?
Well, That's the thing. David dropped his album, yes or no?
Yeah.
David has dropped videos back to back. I don't know what the deal is with, like I said, between them and DMW. But if these guys are truly DMW artists, the same way they are planning and doing things for David, they'll be doing for. They may not shoot as much video as they shoot for David for these other guys, but at least they will put in an effort.
Yeah.
The effort is not. We're not seeing the effort. Like off an album that is Warm and Boogie, was it like 14 or 16 tracks? You have just 2 or 3 videos to show for it. That's not good enough.
Yeah.
And DMW is meant to be one of the biggest labels in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Well-loaded label, money, Okwanle. Are you saying they don't have the 3 or 4 million or 5 million to shoot video for Peruzzi? Or Peruzzi himself doesn't have the 3 million or 5 million to shoot a video for himself?
So is this an artist's fault right now or a label fault?
No, I think is a factor of planning. Like you want to drop something, you must have plans and say, or targets or deliverables and say, for this album, I'm going to shoot 5 videos and I'm going to do the steady ones I like. 1, 2, 3, I'm shooting. The 2, I'm going to leave it to statistics. Which ones are the people feeling the more? Then I drop video for them. You see, Olamide dropped an album within the first month. He's already dropped a video of it with Julie. Abi, that's proper planning. Before he drops, he already dropped one video, and after he showed me say in the next month or the next 6 weeks you see another video from Olamide. That means they've planned that we're going to shoot 3 videos or 4 videos of this album. It's been 4 months since Mama Boogie dropped.
Since the last video dropped.
Since the last video dropped, we haven't seen not one video from Peruzzi, and that's not good enough.
And he's been getting into a lot of trouble, lately with fans at shows, dropping his mic on the fans and all of that. Now for Peruzzi, is this a case of talent not being enough?
Obviously, everybody knows talent is not enough. Character is not the main thing. You can have the worst of character sometimes, and things can align for you. E.g., I'm not going to mention your name. You can be the most humble person, have the most talents, and things still don't align for you. And I think this is where he needs to thank David and DMW the most, because he practically changed his life, whether he wants to admit it or not. Because if those guys didn't sign him up and he was still under Patrick or something, he wouldn't get half the buzz he's getting right now. And that's facts right there. So wait, why am I just seeing this? Why would they paint their nails black? I've seen a couple of male artists now these days. So so for Peruzzi, again, see another one. For Peruzzi, I think he needs to be serious. He needs to do proper planning. I mean, I like the fact that he takes projects seriously. EPs, album. It's really one on DMW that does that, but then it needs to go beyond that. Go the extra mile for your project, go the extra mile for your album. I think his previous EP he really had one video of it or something like that. He can do more, and he needs to explore those options more. And I wish Mama Boogie could have pushed a little bit more, because it goes beyond just having a project. If you don't have the videos to back it up, I mean, people will not regard your project and say, this was the best thing that came out that year. See Fireboy, for instance, they killed that LGT, I mean, Laughter Goosebumps. They killed it with videos, you see, and it helped push the video, the songs and everything. So I think you can do better.
Okay, so 2 things I want to ask is, number 1, do you think the album is already still to push right now? And for Peruzzi, for Mayokun, for Dremo, they seem to be having the same symptom right now of being silent, not releasing music and everything. Don't you think this thing is much more than meets the eye in terms of label issues?
It may be, but I don't think it's for Peruzzi, because it's not the same batch as a Dremo or a Mayokun. We know Mayokun has been, I mean, we saw his latest feature, banger of a song.
Yes.
Again, showcasing that yes, I do have talent. I know how to give you bangers. And 2020 was mad for him. He's now moved on to 2021 on a much quieter scale, which is not good at all. I don't like it personally, but he's done that. But it seems he's working on an album. You can see that. Dremo, ever since he dropped his EP or album?
The album,
Code name. What else has he done? And I think he's finally left DMW, because now he's releasing tracks under his name. But he's still cool with David and everything. So now it's like the retirement plan, not even retirement. We can call it retirement, because after you leave the label, what next for you? While they were in the label, were they making plans, contingency plans that, oh, the day I leave this label, I'm going to have this set up? So far, we're not seeing anything like that. Only Miracle seems like he got that with the help of Avante and these other guys. They seem to have things on lock. Jemo, nothing like that. Peruzzi, I don't think there's anything like that. I don't think there's anything like that. Right now, he's still settled up in DMW. Is he making the best of DMW? In project-wise, yes. Video-wise, no. Or pushing the project-wise, no, he's not. Okay, then so what was the second question?
Still right now to push.
Is it still? Of course, it's not still. The album
4 months.
It's not still. I mean, are you telling me that if he decides to do a video for God forbid, people won't jam to it? Such a banger of a song, you don't have a video for it. This guy is giving me Emma Abaga vibes. Emma is the first or second album. We'll beg Emma to draw video. No, I don't understand.
Guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Peruzzi's long silence 4 months after he dropped the Roman Boogie album. There's no video, just about 2-3 videos before the album for did he drop a video for Gunshot?
It's your bump cut. It's a gunshot.
I can't remember, but I know he dropped a video.
I don't think he did. Baby.
Somebody
Baby, Salty Love.
Salty Love, of course, those two, 2 videos. And I want to hear from you. What do you think? And do you think this is more of a label issue than a Peruzzi issue? What exactly is happening? Is the video, for God forbid, if you decide to drop it now, would it be too stale after 4 months of dropping the album? Should Peruzzi have dropped the video for God forbid before then when the album dropped? Of course, let's have your thoughts down below. Put everything down. Of course, we'll respond to some. If not all of you, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.